Okay, guys. Do you know what I love so much about life? First of all, welcome to Friday training. Do you know what I love so much about life? Is that anything is possible. Anything is possible. And when we desire to shift into more, the only more that really is available is more love because that's all there is. And the opposite of love is judgment for sake of conversation, okay? Judgment. So if I want more love, i.e., more of me, i.e., the creator, i.e., my power to manifest, create, have more, I must judge less. I must judge less. It is the only alternative. And I say all of this because I was doing what I normally do. I got on Zoom, I went to stream, la la la, because then I saved the video and we put them other places and we edit them up for TikToks. There's like, we do this whole thing, right? And it didn't give me the option to stream my Zoom in my group, only my timeline and my page. And I sat there and for just a second, I went, are you fucking kidding me? And then I remembered, oh, I'm talking about the value of anything is possible. So now in that moment, I had a choice point. I could have gone, well, I don't understand why technology is always doing this and why does it always change, and Facebook is trying to be controlling and Zoom is trying to like make sure that I can't share wherever I want to share it, and I could go into all of that. Or I could go into anything is possible, and like even all of that is anything is possible. I want to choose anything is possible from a place of a benevolent universe. So I'm like, I wonder what I'm going to learn. I wonder if we're going to figure something out that makes this simpler. I wonder if the transfer into why ever this happened actually leads to something cooler for our members or easier for our, like, the people that do all the stuff in the background, right? The people who take this and put it somewhere and like do all the things. Maybe it'll be easier. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh, I wonder what's possible in this, right? Now, guys, we're always living in anything is possible. We are always living in anything is possible. My two choices are fear judgment, love freedom. Those are my two options. So it's super interesting that all this is coming out, because when I was sitting there and I was meditating on, oh, what am I going to talk about? Anything's possible, blah, or what's the value of anything's possible, blah, 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 the experience, la, la, la. And in my mind, I'm thinking, right? Because guys, I'm still Lori. God puts some freaky ass shit that comes through me and it's amazing and the wisdom is wonderful, and I'm still Lori. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh yeah, because anything's possible and it's about the experience and the experience of joy and la 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 la, right? But as I'm sitting here saying what I'm saying because of the situation, what happened, la la la, I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's still, all of that's still true. And I get to decide how I want to perceive it, right? So even the value of the experience that before I started talking, I was like, yeah, the experience of joy and la la la. And God's like, no, the experience. Because what if somebody wants to experience fear? Now, here's the thing, guys. I don't know why anyone would want to choose that because I don't want to choose that. It's so funny. I love that there's dialogue going in my head and I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk and I'm going to say all these wise things. And God's like, yeah, and I'm going to correct you while you're talking. Because as I'm sitting here going, why would anyone want that? And I think, how often do I choose less than, unhappy, toil, drama? Sometimes I still choose it. Why? Old patterns, habit. I don't know anything different. Sometimes at any given time. Sometimes I just don't want to fucking try. Weird, right? Sometimes I sit there and I'm like, I don't want to love today. Well, probably not. I don't want to love today. That's probably extreme. I don't want to love in this moment because I don't know if after 15 years I've ever had a whole day where I didn't want to love. But I still have moments where I'm like, I don't fucking want to love right now. I don't want to take the high road, right? I want to lick my victim. And what if all of that is okay? What if it's all an experience? And what if, really, really, truly, genuinely? Because guys, do you hear all the judgment and all of that? Like, I love that as I sit here having this conversation with you, and as I sit here having this conversation with you, all of what I've been praying about is coming up. Where do I judge? We so often judge what is right, i.e., I want to be happy. I want love and light. I want to be positive. I want good things. All of that is judgment. And all of that prevents me from the experience of the more that I came to the planet for. Even in that, God's like, and that's a judgment. I don't know, guys. I'm sitting here going, is there anything that isn't a judgment? Not much. Not much. So, now again, there's a clear difference in awareness. Nope, there's not a clear difference. There is a distinct difference between awareness and judgment. The closer we get to the red phase, the less clear that gets until we've experienced what it feels like, right? And so, what does this have to do with anything about the value of anything is possible? Because this is the experience of anything is possible. I'm sitting here going, anything is possible. Everything I was going to say, I'm not saying. Anything is possible. Everything I prayed about is coming out real time. Anything is possible. I could walk out of my house and get hit by a UPS truck. Anything is possible. I could get a check in the mail for $10,000. Anything is possible. Right? Do you guys get this? The judgment really comes in us thinking we know anything. Anything. And this is the invitation into the red phase, where I genuinely get to live in such a place of surrender that it doesn't even matter what shows up next. It doesn't matter if your client, I'm looking, I have my stuff set up right here for a Reiki session. So like, it doesn't matter if my client shows up or doesn't show up. It doesn't matter if they actually have like a shift in their energy or not. This is the value of living in anything is possible because I'm free. I'm free from any expectation of what I think is good or bad, right or wrong. I'm free. I'm so fucking free. Oh my God. I'm so free. And I don't even realize that freedom is really the juice. That's really the juice. Freedom. The thing I seek is not more money, more power, more relationship, more sex, more business, more clients, more food, more travel. It's really not that. It's the the internal, there's something, I want to say innate again, but there's a different word that isn't coming up. The instinctual, okay, that feels a little bit closer. The instinctual knowing that freedom is available. That is the thing that lights up my soul. That is the thing that is what I seek. Freedom is truly what I seek. The reason being is because that is the fullness of my nature. That is the fullness of my nature. Freedom. Zero expectations of thinking something is right or wrong, good or bad, that will lead to me being happy, joyful. Because when I'm free, none of that matters. When I'm free, I can be sad. When I'm free, I can be happy. When I'm free, the value of living in anything is possible is freedom. The experience of experiencing freedom. The experience of my human experience, the experience of my humanness while I'm experiencing freedom. Freedom from this meaning anything. And guys, we don't even realize how often we make meaning of this about this. There is no meaning of this except for what I give it. Can I be insignificant? That's the value of anything is possible. Can I be significant? I want to be significant. Can I be insignificant? I want to be insignificant. Can I be significant? Ooh, yeah. Can I be significant? Can I be insignificant? What if it doesn't matter? What if I don't make it matter? Can I be ugly? Can I show up ugly, knowing that genuinely doesn't matter in my experience of my human experience? Can I show up ugly? Can I show up fat? Can I show up broke? Can I show up stupid? The very thing that we desire, which is our identity, is abundance. That living in the fullness of my identity is in equal and opposite quantities of my judgment. The more I judge, the less freedom I experience in my experience. Human experience, real experience. Because remember, experience is on the spirit side. I'm still here, guys. Just listening for a minute because there's some stuff coming through and I'm trying to piece it and part it all together. What if we really believed our identity is what our identity is as creator, as the essence of the all, living in the likeness of creator? Really cognitively buying into anything is possible. So what lights me up? Because guys, when we're transitioning from the white phase to the red phase, we're transitioning out of judgment, right? I was laying there this morning and I have an opportunity for something. And I was like, do I do it? Is that a good choice? Is that a bad choice? And God's like, does it light you up? Do you want to? Would that be fun for you? I'm like, yeah. He goes, then do it. I'm like, yeah. And there's this investment and I've invested in things in the past. And he's like, oh, did you want to go back there and live in that reality? Or do you want to believe what's true in that you possess, you possess the identity of creator? You possess the identity of creator. What are you creating right now going backwards? Now, can I go backwards? No, I can't go backwards. Can I experience what it feels like to go backwards? Yes. But in the reality, I can't go backwards. I can experience backwards. Yes? Okay. So I can look back and go, well, look at what happened in the past, and look at what happened in the past, and look what happened in the past. And God's like, or you can believe that anything is possible. And the only thing that really matters is you living in the place of freedom. How do I know if I'm in a place of freedom? It feels really fucking good. It feels really fucking good. It feels really fucking good. Anything is possible. So I'll live free enough and trust that the universe is benevolent. And so whatever is possible for me is coming. And if the universe is benevolent, then it must be good from the perspective of alignment with my already right standing. What? The value of living in anything is possible is freedom. So Berkeley, if you're new to the container, Berkeley is my daughter. She's 21. She just recently moved to New York all by herself. She's figuring it out. She had to find an apartment. That's hardcore. She had to find a job. She didn't know anyone. She did not know a soul. And so she spent a lot of time all by herself, right? She just got, and she's been there almost 4 months. She just got a job. She just got an apartment. She just started a relationship with a human, right? She's living right now at this point where, like, we would say, oh, yay, that's good. I don't want to think about, well, she could walk outside today and get hit by a Mack truck and everything she just did over the last 4 months was for nothing, la, 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 right? Anything is possible. Now, if I want to go into the place of, but that wouldn't be good and that would be bad, and I wish I would have spent more time with her before she went, all of those things is going to create something inside of me that doesn't feel good. If I live in the anything is possible, and I live in a benevolent universe, I can have an experience of loss even. Now, does that mean I'm like, oh yeah, I love that she got hit by a Mack truck? It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I can experience that without losing myself. Because if I truly believed that anything was possible, and I live in a friendly universe, that there's only one power and it's benevolent, now I just sit in a place of curiosity and know that everything that comes to me is exactly what I came to the planet to experience. That's freedom. Now I can have a human experience and not lose the experience of me. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. What's the value? Tap into freedom. That's the value. Do we talk about manifesting things in the physical? Yep. We want to manifest things in the physical. I want my client to show up. I want to have an experience where she transforms energetically based on the fact that we had this session. And I'm not attached. Because the experience of her being here, or the experience of her not being here, what do I get to process through? What comes up for me? What feedback do I get to experience? Where do I get some revelation of where I'm not free? So that I can make a cognitive choice to shift my focus onto what? Freedom. Anything is possible. Maybe somebody else calls me and says, hey, I need an emergency session. I'll pay you 5 times more. Well, I'm sure glad that client didn't show up. Or I get a phone call from my daughter and I get to talk to her for a few minutes. I trust that whatever is happening in the anything is possible is exactly what I came to the planet for. My judgment of what I think I came to the planet for, based on how I was programmed, is the judgment that prevents me from the freedom that feels really fucking good. Orgasmic. Twitter pating girl parts all the time. This moment, this present moment, is what I came to the planet for. I didn't come to the planet to build a business. I didn't come to the planet to get married. I didn't come to the planet to have children. I didn't come to the planet to be a leader in my polka dot organization. I didn't come to the planet to share a message. I didn't come to the planet for any of that. All of that is the excuse that I'm using on this planet to experience the fullness of me. The embodiment of my identity. Yeah? Anything is possible. And when anything is possible, when I really let anything be possible, not anything good is possible, anything is possible. Now I'm free from the fear of not wanting that, not wanting that. Well, if anything is possible, might come, might not. But I'm not stuck in the resistance of not wanting that thing. The value of anything is possible is freedom to experience. Anything is possible. If, however, you are focusing on what you don't want, that's definitely what you're going to get. Why? Because that's the law. Whatever you focus on has to manifest. And if I focus on that anything is possible and I'm powerful enough to navigate anything, well, let's fuck it up. Let's fuck it up. That's good time. That's fun right there. Freedom. Freedom! Oh. All right, guys. Anything is possible. And the value of believing that anything is possible is an ever unfolding of the magnificence of your freedom. It's okay to feel good. It's safe to feel good. And anything is possible. You might not feel good tomorrow. And then you get to practice. Practicing is what allows us to step into the fullness of us. Anything is possible. Maybe you shift a belief that you've had for a really long time that you've been trying to get rid of. Maybe it shifts in a blink of an eye. Maybe it never shifts. If none of that fucking matters, you get to live free to just be whoever you are in this moment, whatever you're experiencing in this moment, and you get the fullness of life. Because the opposite of the fullness of life is our judgment that we're missing out on something, or something's wrong, or it's not supposed to be that way. Yeah? Anything is possible. It's possible that you could be content exactly where you are right now. It could be possible that what you're experiencing in your life is the very best it will ever be. And what if that is the very thing that you're looking for? Is the contentment that anything is possible and everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Okay. I feel like there's one last point that I'm supposed to make. I'm like, okay, I'm closing up. Okay, I'm closing up. And then, wait, there's one last thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm supposed to just tell you again. Anything is possible. And the value of believing that anything is possible, the ever increasing belief of anything is possible. Ooh, guys, ooh, okay, check this out. Ooh, this is good. Okay, guys, where's belief? In our hearts, our subconscious mind. What's in our hearts? A combination of my cognitive programming and my superconscious and why I came to the planet. That's why we can believe something in this moment, and yet it's an ever unfolding of belief. I must believe it in this moment to manifest it, but it's an ever unfolding of it. It's one of the things that gets to be both. Knowing isn't both. Thinking isn't both. Belief, both. And how do we know when we really believe something? It manifests. And there will always be more to believe. So Can you believe that anything is possible? Yep. Is it an ever unfolding of more that anything is possible? Yep. It's both. Thinking, not both. Knowing, not both. Believing, both. Both sides of the pendulum. What? The same thing can be both things? Yeah. That was really good. That's what was waiting to come up. You're welcome. All right, you guys. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Please, if you have questions, comments, if there's something that you want to know, ask. You can always ask on our question post. You can ask questions here. Yeah. You just let me know how I can serve you. All right, guys, have a great day. Okay, now I got to figure out. Stop live video.